Kemarin yang paling apa? Bekasi sebagai Jawa Barat.
Timer nih.
Tomorrow, we will announce who will be the winner, who will be, and then to celebrate the main theme of this ACSB in the next 3 years.
WMM and also Semen Indonesia, they have so many small medium enterprise, yeah, and also BPI and Astra, yeah, and for the government sector,
they have so many small medium enterprise, yeah, and also BPI and Astra, yeah, and for the government sector, we awarded the Pemerintah Kota Bandung, the Bandung City city government. Where's the plaque?
This award presented to the institution who give high concern to small and medium enterprise development in Indonesia for kategori policymaker, Pemerintah Kota Bandung.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat malam. Good evening to all the honored guests. My name is Ridwan Kamil. I'm currently the mayor of the third largest city of Bandung. Yeah, is 3 hours drive from here, from Jakarta. But it could be 8 hours drive using the lovely Angry Birds that just passed our session. First of all, Pak Hermawan yang saya hormati, Pak Menteri Puspayoga, Pak Menteri Arief Yahya dan seluruhnya, I would like to send a message to everybody that Bandung is designed to be the SME city. Yeah, I tell you why. Number one, this is the setting of Bandung. We are a hilly city, hilly town, very charming. We are more or less having many what we call Art Deco buildings all around the city. Yeah. People walk our city. People do bike to work, bike to school also in my city. The weather is very cool, yeah, because the altitude of Bandung is around 800 meters above sea level. We are the city of happiness, many festivals, especially every Saturday night. Yeah. So this is within our main road in the city of Bandung. We have some festival in the city of Bandung. Bandung also is having a population of 2.4 million. Yeah. So I'm running a city of 2.4 million. But daytime, extra 1 million from surrounding cities. Yeah. And also the culinary culture of Bandung is very strong. We were voted 2 years ago as the culinary destination of Indonesia. It's very traditional. We are surrounded by hilly mountains, yeah, 360 degrees. So in Bandung, there is no such thing as best view, because all direction is mountain. You just choose a mountain to the north, to the east, to the west, to the south. Yeah. So things like this is only 30 minutes, yeah, half an hour away from our city center. That's why if you come to Bandung, you will get a very totally natural settings within 30 minutes from the busy downtown of the city of Bandung. Bandung also become the #1 tourist destination for cities. We receive, Pak Menteri, 6 million tourists per year, but most of them are domestic tourists. Now I'm helping the Minister of Tourism to boost for international tourism in Bandung. This is also what we call white crater, yeah, because so many crater in Bandung and creating a sulfuric kind of chemistry there, creating a very stunning and surreal kind of environment. So to push the agenda from the central government, we are fixing and preparing infrastructure connecting to the remote, beautiful area of the Bandung and the West Java. This year we are given by the minister the brand called Stunning Bandung. Yeah. So I will use the brand of Stunning Bandung to push the tourism in city of Bandung. Bandung, from 2.4 million of the people of Bandung, 60% is under 40. Okay, so I'm running the city of youth. I'm still early 40, so I'm representing the majority, which is the youth of Bandung. Yeah, I used to be an architect, so I design buildings, I design cities, I design spaces. Now I become a mayor. I used to be running 70 employees in my firm. Now as a mayor, I understand the problem, the constraint being an SMEs in Indonesia. So in the next 5 minutes, I want to share our SME strategy, yeah, why SME is very important to Indonesia and how Bandung deal with this SME strategy and creating a really true economy to our cities. Mungkin langsung aja ke slideshow yang itu. And this is our weekend routine ya in Bandung. Okay, next. So we start with something fundamental, yeah. We are aiming our society to be a happy society. For us, happy society is advanced society. We not always try to measure the progress of civilization using economical statistics. There is something intangible called happiness. So we create a strategy called happiness projects. Berikut. Daytime almost 3 million, yeah. Next. According to Richard Florida, who wrote The Creative Class, the reason why Bandung full of the creativity because we have the 3 T's. We are full of talents. We have more than 50 universities in Bandung. Okay. So 60% under 40. Almost 60% SME, we don't have natural resources, we don't have energy resources. What we have is young, educated, creative. So human capital is our asset. That's why as a mayor, my focus is creative economy, focusing on SMEs. Yeah. And we are surrounded by many strategic industry also. Next. And this is the creative industry corridor from Jakarta in the West Java area. So Bandung is within this one. We are focusing our creative economy in added value creativity and more to technology. The traditional creative economy will be focused on the other city or regions. Next. Shoemaking is also big in Bandung. And we are very proud to see young SME in Bandung now really producing a good design to the shoe industry that's been there for years, yeah. So hopefully someday we can catch up with Italian shoe making brand in the future. But with my political will, I think that road is already there. Next. Some of experimental product also using the leather base. Yeah. Next. Wood-based product also. Next. This is also something that we are very proud. The production of the guitar is also made in Bandung, and we sell some to European and American market also. Next. Porcelain. So you see, 3 hours from here, we are very cultural, very ethnicity like Sundanese. But we are full of young people, more relaxed, yeah, lots of smile, yeah. That's the city of Bandung. So I'm very proud to run as a mayor of the city of Bandung. Our happiness index now is 70.6. To local standard, that's the highest. So we are technically the happiest society in Indonesia. Next. So now as a mayor, I try to increase the number of SMEs. What I do, I get complaint before I become a mayor. Mr. Mayor, my business is small, but there is so many red tape and corruption. Yeah, the official asking for money, and this is slowing our process. 2 months, 3 months, no permit. Multiply by hundreds complaint. That's what I get. Yeah. So this year, in January 2016, I made the first policy in Indonesia that SMEs under $5,000 no need permit in Bandung. You just open your business, you just run your business, you just report by mobile phone. Okay. So you just download the apps, you report to the mayor. Mayor, I am running this culinary business or shoe making business. If you are under $5,000, no need permit process. Just register using mobile phone, that's it. We will check later, yeah, to make sure there is no violations. The third policy, number 1, no permit. Number 2, help marketing the SME. Number three, we give loans without equity or mortgage. This is also new in Indonesia. But you have to apply as a group of 5. If one out of the 5 have a problem, the remaining 4 must responsible. This is very Indonesian way of musyawarah gotong royong ekonomi, ya. Susah bahasa Inggrisnya, tapi maksudnya itu. So, after we launch this no equity, non mortgage policy, Pak, up to the $3,000 per individual, 10,000 new business were given this loan. And to my surprise, non-performing loan is 0. Yeah. So it means NPL is 0. It means when we push our political will, because before the bank, our bank, Mr. Mayor, cannot do. I said, you have to just follow my instruction, push the reform. It works. 10,000, NPL 0, and each individual maximum $3,000. Again, Pak Menteri, if our policy in Bandung can be implemented again to whole Indonesia, I think the SME can move faster, even though they have no capital or equity. Next. This is next month. Some cities in Indonesia are afraid of ASEAN Economic Community or MEA, Masyarakat Ekonomi ASEAN. But in Bandung, we are very confident. So next month, in the 5th October, we will open our flag store of our SME product in Kuala Lumpur, in Shah Alam, in Malaysia. So maybe some Malaysian here, I will be coming to your country next month to open the first flag store of Little Bandung. I'm building creative center, will be finished in December. I'll invite Pak Menteri to come. Studio music, studio ICT, studio ceramic, studio tari, studio all kind of creativity will be located in one building, so people, the young of Bandung just come and express their talent. Okay, we will also buy this expensive stuff that young people cannot have. The government buy this laser printer, 3D printer, and so on and so on. So I want my people to be creative, to be competitive, to be cultural, but also modern in one individual kind of expression. That would be my aim, to bring Bandung to be a global players in SMEs business in world-class quality. Last one is I'm connecting to the global economy. So I'm creating a small-scale Silicon Valley in Bandung. I'm happy to say, if there is no problem, Pak Menteri, the month of October we will seal the deal, kontrak 2 triliun rupiah untuk data center di Bandung dari Nevada, Amerika Serikat. We will sign a ICT contract, it's a data center for Asia Pacific. I lobby to be in Bandung, now in Nevada, America, United States, second in Thailand, but the third one will be in Bandung. So again, this is my policy in Bandung the last 3 years, helping SMEs, as economy, connecting to the global economy also. Hopefully this become a model, yeah, how Indonesia city can really proactive to connect to the global market, to ASEAN, to Asia, to the whole economy by having a strong political will. Thank you very much. And of course, tonight is hosted by us, the dinner, enjoy the dinner. And hopefully you are having a lovely evening with our dinner from the city of Bandung. Thank you.
Sekali lagi mengatakan Sang Muda Bani dan mohon segera on stage untuk berfoto bersama dengan wali kota Bandung dan Bani Belakang.
Jadi sekarang jadi wali kota, saya permudah. Yang paling besar adalah saya hilangkan perizinan untuk bisnis di bawah 500 juta. Gara-gara itu dalam waktu 5 bulan 30.000 bisnis baru hadir dengan meregister via Gambil tadi ya. Kedua, untuk kredit kita kasih kredit tanpa agunan, juga memudahkan. 10.000 pengusaha udah kita kasih kredit tanpa agunan. Alhamdulillah tidak ada nunggak ya, memplang. Yang ketiga, marketingnya kita bantu. Jadi kita bikin brand namanya Little Bandung, semua the best of produk Bandung kita menjualkan secara online juga dengan physical store yang namanya Little Bandung yang akan buka pertama di Malaysia bulan depan. Jadi dari hulu ke hilir, dari mulai perizinan, dari mulai biaya sampai ujungnya marketing itu kita bantu.
Tadi kan sempat disentuh soal digital valley ya. Nah sekarang perkembangannya gimana dan apa sih sebenarnya yang pengen dicapai mungkin 5 tahun lagi karena kan sekarang sedang developing ya.
Nah ada skala SME, ada skala korporasi. Nah korporasinya kita visinya membangun small scale Silicon Valley. Jadi ekonomi digital, ekonomi ICT dibawa ke kota Bandung, disediakan 600 hektar. Nah sekarang saya memarketingkan itu sehingga nanti di Bandung ICT ini bagian dari ekonomi masa depan dan alhamdulillah dalam waktu 4 bulan ini ada data center dari Amerika akan buka dan nilai investasinya hampir 2 triliun. Alhamdulillah bahwa mereka mau ke Bandung itu menunjukkan kota kita memang diminati, siap masuk ke dalam global ICT.